Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
In this sacred manual of power manifestation, which serves as a scriptural authority containing the Shastra Pramanas, eternal unchangeable truths, Apta Pramanas, Atma Pramanas, Sakshi Pramanas, and Prataksha Pramanas, we present to you the various powers of Paramashiva. By this, we place before humanity the supreme authenticity of the power manifestation science established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva has systematically revealed these powers in their purest forms as various techniques and revelations to experience pure oneness with Paramashiva. As a direct experience of oneness with Paramashiva, his Shaktis powerfully manifest in an initiated being at different levels of human consciousness, physicality, physiology, psychology, and neurology permanently. We offer these power manifestation manuals to celebrate your experience of oneness with the Supreme Paramashiva. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has is 5 phase, Satyojata Murti has his 5 phase, Ishana Murti has his 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 phases of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam has made Science of Power Manifestation Yoga temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam and Nityananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva.
choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Diksha or the initiation from His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas are the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas are the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Nityananda Jnanapatiti, for the power of silicon, power of switching on off the phone, powerful cognition from living Advaita Bhagavan Satsang.
My today's message is one of the strong experience I had now in Pada Puja. See, if you observed, if you are a long time devotee, you will know, never ever between the Pada Puja my body will move or my eyes will open. Today you would have seen, after the Aarti I opened the eyes. Usually I rest in deep samadhi. One writer, he is not even a writer, blackmailer, was writing an article abusing that his feet is worshipped by thousands of devotees every day. But actually that poor fellow doesn't know, when he wrote, it was not thousands, it was only 25 maximum per day. Now actually it has become thousands, because through web camera thousands are doing Pada Puja everywhere. We are getting the report every day, at least 1000 to 1200 people are sitting in their homes, either conducting the Pada Puja physically or just sitting and offering mentally through the web camera. So he was very abusively writing. One of our devotee challenged him. We know the experience of sitting at his feet during Pada Puja when he is in Samadhi. We are not even asking you to fall into Samadhi and all. Can you just sit like that without moving your body for 45 minutes? That's all was asked to that writer, that blackmailer, and still no reply. All the devotee asked is, you don't need to fall into Samadhi and all for 45 minutes. Just sit like a statue without moving your body. Just try. The devotee challenge, if you can do it, just sitting for 45 minutes without moving the body, we will Not only do Pada Puja to you, we will do whatever you want. So I never opened my eyes. Today when I was surprised, how did it happen? Let me tell you exactly what was happening inside. This is my message today. See, usually what happens when I fall into that samadhi is kind of a light ball which assumed this body overtakes this body. See, exactly if I have to describe, if I remember how I took this body, this form, I see very clearly, suddenly, like a light ball, whatever I feel as me landed into my mother's umbilical cord. You see, when I landed, when that light ball landed, already my body was above, I can say that, out of my mother's womb. Maybe in this way I can put it, that umbilical cord has stretched to the extent that the necessity to be mother's womb was no more. I do not know exactly physically I am out or not. The umbilical cord has become so stiff. The necessity to be in mother's womb was not there anymore. So I remember very clearly I landed on the umbilical cord only. Then I just saw that I have a body. And immediately I had the vision of Arunachala, that hill. That's all exactly happened. I don't know exactly when my physical eyes opened, when I physically happened in the planet Earth, means the physical identification of or exact the physical time, chronological time, I am not able to scan. Because as per the medical understanding, after the child comes out of the body only, the umbilical cord is disconnected, or no more necessity to be within mother's womb happens. But in that, because of that medical understanding only, I said I was already out of mother's womb. But when I scan inside, I don't have any verification from the spiritual experience that whether my body was already out of mother's womb or not. I only felt the necessity to be in mother's womb was not there. At that moment only that light assumed. It just hit the umbilical cord and assumed this body. From that moment I know this body is there, which happened out of that light. Intense light, if I describe maybe light ball or something like that. So whenever I fall asleep, I fall into that only. Whenever I fall into samadhi, I fall into that. That's all. So all other superficial things happens like a jakrat, swapna, sushupti, all are like a superficial. That is why all the three does not make any difference in the body. Today also during Pada Puja time I fell into that same consciousness. Today before falling into that consciousness, these guys have given me the slip of title. What I am supposed to share today, because they are making some 100 important titles which will directly help people for living enlightenment. See, we are getting now thousands of questions from media, ex-devotees and present devotees from all over the world. So from all these questions they are compiling major subjects which will really help people. What really people want from me? First time we are studying what people want from me. See, it was always like whatever I want to give, I was giving. Now we are studying what people really want from me because of these questions from around the world. So based on that, they are picking up each day one subject. They picked up 100 subjects. What all, actually when they studied, whole thing, all the problems can be reduced to just 3. Just 3. Money, relationships, sex, that's all. Now we tried to study thousands of questions from thousands of different mental setup, different people, different culture. We wanted to study what really people want from a spiritual master, living master, what techniques, what solution, what they really expect, why they flock around him physically and virtually even after so much scandal. We'll be surprised. 20,000 people come to this web camera every day to have a glimpse of Anandeshwara. Thousands of people before going to the office, just log in, have darshan, go to office. And before starting morning routine, click and have a darshan. Or sit in front and keep that web in one corner just to have glimpse when Swamiji may cross, when he may come to the temple. I was surprised. So you want to study why? What really people want? Because the amount of abusive news spread, unimaginable. There's nothing they left. He is waiting to fulfill your purpose. You don't need to commit suicide. See, when you have purpose, he says, come on, I'll fulfill you. I'll celebrate myself through you. When you say, I think I have no purpose, then he will just say, come on, come back, relax. So that's what is Videha Mukti. But these fools, neither they have a purpose when they live, nor they know how to tell the cosmos that I don't have purpose, please let me relax. No. That life only, full of conflict, harassing others, interfering in others' space, intruding into others' privacy, trying to abuse people, all kinds of nonsense starts, that is where. All you need is the science of living and science of living, nothing else. So, I speak because I have something to speak. I write because I have something to write. I live because I have something to live. Whether you are writing or speaking or living, if you don't have anything to offer, that is where you start harassing others.
Beautiful, powerful cognition. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
Silicon is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. Kvachid vastuni vinyasya shanair drishtim nivartayet tajnanam chitta sahitam devi shunyalayo bhavet. Kvachid vastuni vinyasya shanair drishtim nivartayet tajnanam chitta sahitam devi shunyalayo bhavet.
Shastra Pramana, eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. Power, consciousness over matter, silicon. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, having fixed one eyes on the particular object, one should slowly withdraw the sight from that object as well as slowly eliminate the knowledge of the object along with the thoughts and impression of it. Then, O Devi, one abides in Sunya, the state where there exists nothing other than this exist, which is the state of all inclusive or infinity. Bhagavan beautifully says when he asked today, he asked everybody what they want. They said they want to know more about money, relationship, and sex. Here he says so beautifully, by clutch to all the outer world thing, we are not going to create wealth or money or any happiness. We are only going to create more of chaos. If we understand the higher reality, what we are here for, the very purpose of us is to manifest our reality. If we do not know how to manifest our reality and unconsciously living and randomly creating pleasure and pain, we are in deep slumber and sleep, Bhagavan says. We have to wake up to the higher reality, which is a possibility in us. It's like we have a house which is like a palace and a outhouse, a hut, and we decided to stay in a hut rather than the palace. And palace is saying like it's yours, please come and occupy. We say no, that is too much of work, I'm not going to occupy, I'll be in a hut itself. Not knowing the beauty about the palace, we suffocate ourselves in the hut without food, without water, and still we are ready to be in the hut, but not take the responsibility of going to the palace. Bhagavan beautifully says, if the whole purpose of me here is living and leaving, how I am here to teach that science. So beautiful and so powerful. Knowing the science of living, knowing the science of leaving, simply you can live in the castle without any hassle. But more and more you decide to live in the hut, more and more suffering will be the only outcome. And there's nothing except chaos and confusion, more and more leading us to struggle in life. Bhagavan beautifully says how he is here to just for the humanity to raise their consciousness, superconscious, becoming superconscious being. Just for us, the uncompromisable compassion that he has on each of us to raise us, to give that experience to each one of us. Such a powerful cognition. Let's go to Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana are the authority of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis, scientists who have time tested and verified the science of power manifestation. Here, beautifully, this is from Periya Purana. Power to switch off and switch on the phone. Sundaranadar, as the saint is known, was yogi originally from South India, then Madurai, currently South Madurai, Tamil Nadu, who traveled to mountain Kailayam and was initiated directly by Lord Shiva. After spending many years in the Mount Kailayam, he undertook a journey in the sky under the order of Lord Shiva to meet his contemporary sage friend Agastya in the Podigai hills. While on the way, in between the clouds of the sky near the Sanathur village, he saw a group of cows crying. He went near to the cows only to discover that the cow herd Moolan was dead, bitten by the snake. He was really touched by the sight of the cows that wept in sorrow and decided to use his yogic power to move his soul from his body to that dead body of the cow herd. He left his body inside a tree log On waking up from the body of the cowherd, the cows became happy, and so he navigated them to the village. Wife of her, Mulan, saw him delayed to enter the house. Anxiously she went to touch him, but he refused, saying that he was no relation between them, and went into the common mutt. The lady, who had no offsprings or relative, could not sleep throughout night. She cried, and the elderly people of the town were about also his new behavior. The people of analyzing capacity told the girl that he was neither mad nor had he any other association. Tirumular, to prove that he is not Mulan, removed his soul from the body of the cowherd. The dead cowherd body fell off to the ground. Again Tirumural soul moved into the Mulan's body. Now again the dead body got life and woke up from the ground. Nayanar, staying beyond the quietness of the mind in the crystal clear Shiva Yoga, in the height of the glory unmeasurable for any human, would not fit into the relationship. Elderly people of the village advised her. Then Naina returned to the place where he left the body. To return his own body, to his surprise, the actual body had disappeared away from the tree log, nowhere to be found. During that moment, he heard the divine voice from the sky, who told him that he was the one who made the Sundaranayana body disappear. Lord Shiva told him the reason why he did that, because Lord Shiva wanted Sundar to spread his teaching through the body of Mulan, so that each and every common people would get enlightened through the knowledge spread by Mulan in Mulan's body, because the simple dialect of the cowherd man used in Tamil language compared to Sundaranayanar own's body, which involved in extremely advanced and divine Tamil language, that would make it difficult for common people to understand and comprehend. Thus, from that day onwards, he was known as Tirumular. The cowherd was called by the name Mulan in the village. Thus, he gained the name Mular, became Tirumular. Such a powerful space, they have such connection with Paramashiva, and switch off and switch on the body anytime they wanted, just to show the power of yoga, yogic science. The ultimate space these Nayanars experienced and got initiated directly from Paramashiva, more and more experienced the highest reality of deciding what they should do in life of manifestation. No confusion, no chaos. Pure manifestation as their life, living as Paramashiva themselves. With this, let's go to Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana are Leelas of Bhagavan. Let's listen to Bhagavan.
Just multiplied myself to 7 billion to assist each one of you in a customized way, the way you want. That is Enlighten app. Understand? I am personally sitting and manifesting powers into silicon, so it reverberates the sarvanyatva of my brain, the all-knowingness of my superconsciousness. So it decodes through artificial intelligence assistance all the knowledge repository of the revealed scriptures, Vedas and Agamas. Understand? The energizing of the silicon is directly from my bioenergy, not from any other electricity. So the artificial intelligence is equipped with the vibration and signals directly from the power manifestation, the superconsciousness of Paramashiva. So it decodes all the revealed scriptures, Vedas and Agamas through the artificial intelligence. Understand? Whether cows and lions speaking in English or Sanskrit or Tamil, or the flights, aircrafts, vimanas for different dimensions of the universe, are bending the time into time traveling, are manifesting multiple powers, raising the quality of your existence, raising the quality of your Kundalini Shakti, awakening multiple layers of DNA, everything, understand, in everything. Decoding of all the revealed scriptures of Vedas and Agamas done in my superconsciousness by the grace of Paramashiva is now getting done through artificial intelligence in technology. Already the software is ready and the conscious software, superconscious software is ready and it is getting downloaded. The work has started. And customizing it for your biomemory, mapping the cosmic principles to your biomemory, and awakening your biomemory. So casually, spontaneously, without any struggle, you start living these great powerful cognitions and manifesting the powers and realities you want to manifest. Mapping it precisely so you don't have to struggle. All struggle, trial and error is done by me, finished. You are given a precise words, sounds, which awakens your biomemory.
Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramana are experience of the millions of devotee disciples all around the world initiated by Bhagavan and manifesting the powers. Here you can see the manifestation power of silicon of switching off and switching on. Nityanandam, I have been playing with my power since we left Nityanandoham and wanted to share something fun that happened last night. I had been working on moving things with Mahadeva's grace, but haven't moved anything big yet. I was on the business trip staying in a hotel last night, and when I went to bed, my phone battery almost completely died. The only place to plug was the desk across my room. I plugged it in and got into the bed. I didn't remember if I had taken the alarm off vibrate. The last thought I had before I fell asleep was asking the phone to charge and come to the beside the table in the morning. When the alarm did ring, I was surprised to find the phone unplugged and fully charged on the floor in the middle of the hotel room. The cord chair hanging on the desk as it has been hung in the precise direction. At first I was confused and then remembered that I was thinking before I fell asleep that there's no way it could have somehow fallen from the middle of a desk and made it that far. I was staying alone, very interesting and exciting. So amazing what all possibility it creates when we are connected to our silicon, and simply Bhagavan manifests through us as Shakti. Let's go to the instruction and verification process to understand how to manifest the power of silicon, power to switch off and switch on the phone. And Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific understanding behind the power of silicon.
Prataksha Pramana, scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state.
Any silicon based electronic objects, you will be able to handle it just by your will. You don't need to touch. I have programmed anything which runs by this silicon and the chip based or memory hard drive, means laptop, iPad, cell phone, anything which runs by electrical and that electronics energy. Just 3-4 days before, I was just trying to play with my iPad, whether that is listening to me. I said, started just listening to me. I said, this app, switch off, it gets off. Without typing the password, open, it opens. And I just said, go to this app store, went and download the messenger, downloaded. It was continuously doing. Then I decided, let me convert this into software and initiate as a power to everyone. Very casually only I did. And also by tomorrow you guys will be having a software. I'm preparing it. Any battery, you just hold in your hand, it will be charged. Any battery. From the air, it will produce energy. Actually, I have done it already. I am converting that into a software. That work is going on. Maybe today, after initiation, I will be in Samadhi. That time I will finish that software work. Actually, whenever I am in Samadhi, I do all this software writing. This power software writing. And I have also tightened and closed all the loops, loose ends in this RAIN software. You see, RAIN is related to length, breadth, depth, all the three. It was too much for many of you guys to swallow yesterday. It was too strong. So I have completed all the, tightened all the loose ends. Today you guys will see. It really becomes 100% success. The RAIN power, the power over the Vatavarana, after tightening all the loose ends. That is one. Second, any gadgets which runs electrically, electronically, you will be able to control it by will. Operate it, do anything you want with will. Two things. This Jnananjanam, I will send it, all of you have. And after having, I will initiate you guys. Then, the first step, where you are supposed to bring RAIN, write that, keep it under the Krishna Shila, give instruction and leave it. Leave it for 42 minutes. That time don't waste, start playing with the gadgets. Give the instruction and keep the Krishna Shila. Once you give the instruction, that is enough. It does not need to be constantly followed up. You only need to follow up that place, what is happening there. Then pick up any electronic objects you want to play, just put it on the Krishna Shila. Let the Nityananda Yogam participants ask what the Balasant should do. You pen down the instruction, your request. The Balasant will do that. You give that instruction, it will do. Any object, it does not need to be only Balasant's objects, Balasant's iPhones. You keep your iPhone, they will open it. It will open, it will get switched on, it will download the apps or delete whatever you want. Whatever you want, you write and give them. Always all your requests should be in writing. And then after they perform, you tick or cancel. Any command, only 3 minutes. If it takes more than 3 minutes, cancel, means they are not done it. Go for the next command. Any command only maximum 3 minutes. The rain only 42 minutes. If it is more than 42 minutes, crash. It does not happen, go for the next. Second, start the next place. Understand? So that is the way the fluttering will settle down. And it will become part of your biomemory. There were some of the loose ends, means I should say it was too much for your biomemory to grasp. It was too big bite. So many of the biomemories, it got stuck in the throat and unable to digest. First of all, even you are not able to, many of you guys are not able to grasp that it is possible. If you are integrated to that core, that's enough. You will manifest powers. You see, if you sat with your Balasant 3 times, if they have made the rain happen, then the entanglement as Shaktinipada has happened with you. Now you can start. For example, 3 of you are sitting with one Balasant. If that Balasant has made 3 times rain happen, all 3 of you now you can start with your Krishna Shilas. You will start manifesting. 3 times is enough time for the Shaktinipada to happen to you. Same way these gadgets. If you see them, if you are sitting with them and 5 commands they are making it successful, Shaktinipada has happened to you, now you can start. Because you are not that strong to protect you from Shaktinipada more than certain period. Once they make 3 times rain happen, immediately your core opens up for the Shaktinipada. If 5 times you see your Balasant successfully making the commands on the electronic objects, then you can start doing, it will work. It will work for you. That much Shaktinipada only is required. This is almost like a second Garbha Mandir. Structured form, like a Surya, sun. His sun is sunny. Sunny is his sun. Sometimes the part you deny comes and appears as your sun. And Surya's one wife, Usha, means is light. Chaya, all is self-hatred. Shade is opposite to the light. See, all is self-love comes as Usha, self-hatred comes as Chaya. So the whole Graha structure is nothing but our integrity, authenticity, completion, responsibility and enriching expression. Maybe when I find time, I will sit and explain in detail and give you guys a session on that. Yes. All you guys settle down and close your eyes for a few minutes. I'll finish the initiation. You can open your eyes. You can start manifesting both the powers now. So now the Nityananda Yogam participants can decide where the rain should happen. You can even keep 2-3 places, no problem. Write as a slip, but find out there should not be weather forecast there. Make sure there is no weather forecast there. Rain. You see, under one Krishna Shila, one Balasant can keep even 2-3 places. That's not a problem. But the Balasant should visualize all the 2-3 places and give instruction. Sadashiva says in one place, even drinking alcohol, the karma will not be carried once the liver is destroyed. Means it will not come to you in the next Janma mandal. And each of the vows you take, whether during the marriage or during the other kind of initiations, the vows are taken on Jadaragni, means the Agni, fire in the stomach. Once that settles over,
that sins related to that does not come with you. The breaking of those vows does not come with you. It is left here. For example, if I have to give you example, you take a vow on the Jadaragni that I will not steal others' things, but you steal. That karma will not come to you in the next Janma. It will come only as long as the Jadaragni is alive. Once the Jadaragni goes away, means once you are dead, during the death, Jadaragni is taken away. So after that, that karma doesn't come. For example, on Jadaragni only you take the marriage vows. All the Saptapadi is taken on Jadaragni in Agama. So if you break the marriage vows, karma does not come to you in the next Janmandal. Once the Jadaragni goes away, it goes away. That's all. It doesn't come after that. But if you miss the integrity with the Guru, that goes into biomemory and gets carried to Janmas. Gets carried to Janmas. Understand? Because the relationship with Guru is biomemory level, deepest level. It's a level of relationship and level of commitment only based on that, how much of what karma comes with you and what karma does not come with you. Nothing else. Cosmos does not recognize property. Means ownership is not recognized in cosmos. This is mine, that is yours. That is not recognized in cosmos. That is recognized only in the local law. Marriage is not recognized in cosmos. It's not recognized in cosmos. It's only recognized in your locality and in your society. But integrity is recognized to the cosmos. It is the spindle on which the lokas circulate, lokas spin around. Understand? You all need to know, the Vedic tradition says, the universe you know is going around the earth. This is the sun, this is the earth. Earth is going around the sun physically. Means the timing you know. But cosmically if you see billion year, sun is also going around. Sun itself is going around. This is billion year, it is 1 year. That is why you always think about the 1 year and forget this billion year. Based on this only the yugas are counted. Understand? The whole universe, the spindle, Standila is planet Earth. Because only here consciousness is alive. The spindle, you guys know only about the horizontal universe. In the vertical universe, this is the spindle. Below Batala, Adala, Sudala, Talatala, Batala, Bhu. The whole thing you know is Bhu. The whole Milky Way, everything is Bhu. Above, Bhuva, Swa, Tapa. In this whole spindle, the spindle goes through the planet Earth. That is why the Upanishads and Vedas say planet Earth is the center and everything goes round. So the whole thing you know, end of the day, in billion year, goes round the planet Earth. Earth is flat as per Vedas, because whatever you know as Bhu is called as Earth in Vedic tradition. Not just this planet Earth, this ball. Whatever you know, the whole Milky Way is called as planet Earth, called as Bhu in Vedic tradition. Earth is flat as for the Veda is right. Because the definition of Bhu is not this planet. All the grahas you know put together is the Milky Way is described as Bhu in Vedic tradition. That is flat. Actually, I am writing the software. The kids will start writing all the planet transitions, results and the impacts. They will start writing the Rasi Balan. I'm going to download that software into them. That is why the whole graha is going inside me. Grahas are running around inside me. Maybe next 4 or 5 days. That's what. All the transits she gave, the pala, she will start writing. Not only she, the whole group will start writing the pala for each Rashi. Now I am preparing this whole software that they will be able to give a precise predictions for each Rashi and Nakshatra for about each transition. Based on the Shastra Pramana I am preparing. And they will also write the original verse, why they are coming to this conclusion. The whole thing I am putting it in one software. So now please start. The team, ask your Balasant where you want to rain. You want the rain to happen. Find out that there is no forecast. Each of the place and give instruction. Let it rain with thunder and lightning. After finishing the instruction, then you can start playing with the gadgets, electronic gadgets. Any gadget you keep it on the Krishna and tell whatever you say it will listen. Length is only one power in that 400. In that 460, around 460, I have laid my hands as on now. In that 460, whole length is only one power. And whole depth is only one power. The depth now, with that you will do multiple things, that is different. But the whole depth is only one power. And these are all the powers which is not directly described in Agama, which is the side effect of the Agamic powers, like a Ishta Siddhi or Sankalpa Shakti. These are the side effects of that one power, Sankalpa Shakti. Ishta Siddhi, Ishitva. Ishitva's side effect is all this. One part of Ishitva.
Swamiji or Sri Nityananda Paramashivam tells us that I am personally sitting and manifesting powers into silicon, so it reverberates the sarvanyatva of my brain. He says, I have just multiplied myself to 7 billion to assist each one of you in a customized way. The way you want that is enlightened app, understand? I am personally sitting and manifesting powers into silicon, so it reverberates the sarvanyatva of my brain, the all-knowingness of my superconsciousness, so it decodes through artificial intelligence assistance all the knowledge repository of the revealed scriptures, Vedas and Agamas, understand. The energizing of the silicon is directly from my bioenergy, not from any other electricity. So the artificial intelligence is equipped with the vibrations and signals directly from the power manifestation. The super consciousness of Paramashiva, so it decodes all the revealed scripture, Vedas and Agamas through the artificial intelligence.
I have just multiplied myself to 7 billion to assist each one of you in a customized way, the way you want. That is Enlighten app. Understand? I am personally sitting and manifesting powers into silicon, so it reverberates the sarvanyatva of my brain, the all-knowingness of my superconsciousness. So it decodes through artificial intelligence assistance all the knowledge repository of the revealed scriptures, Vedas and Agamas. Understand? The energizing of the silicon is directly from my bioenergy, not from any other electricity. So the artificial intelligence is equipped with the vibration and signals directly from the power manifestation, the superconsciousness of Paramashiva. So it decodes all the revealed scriptures Vedas and Agamas through the artificial intelligence. Understand? Whether cows and lions speaking in English or Sanskrit or Tamil, or the flights, aircrafts, vimanas for different dimensions of the universe, are bending the time into time traveling, are manifesting multiple powers, raising the quality of your existence, raising the quality of your Kundalini Shakti, awakening multiple layers of DNA, everything, understand, in everything. Decoding of all the revealed scriptures of Vedas and Agamas done in my superconsciousness by the grace of Paramashiva is now getting done through artificial intelligence in technology. Already the software is ready and the conscious software, superconscious software is ready and it is getting downloaded. The work has started. And customizing it for your biomemory, mapping the cosmic principles to your biomemory, and awakening your biomemory so casually, spontaneously, without any struggle, you start living these great powerful cognitions and manifesting the powers and realities you want to manifest. Mapping it precisely so you don't have to struggle. All struggle, trial and error is done by me, finished. You are given a precise words, sounds, which awakens your biomemory.
Silicon. Cheap, plentiful, insulating, and a great semiconductor. Silicon is a chemical element with the symbol Si and atomic number 14. It is a hard, brittle, crystalline solid with a blue-gray metallic luster and is tetravalent, metalloid, and a great semiconductor. Silicon is the 8th most common element in the universe by mass, but very rarely occurs as a pure element in the Earth's crust. It is most widely distributed in space in cosmic dust. Planetoids and planets has various forms. The late 20th century to early 21st century has been described as a silicon age, also known as the digital age or information age. Silicon is the element that driven the biggest changes in our modern lives. Silicon chips in computers, phones, and all sorts of other gadgets have revolutionized both the way we work and the way we play, while optical fibers made from silica crisscross the globe to create the communication networks at the heart of our connected world. Silicon is the best electronic material, not only because of its semiconductor properties, it has the important advantages for being cheap and plentiful, with silicon being the second most abundant element in Earth's crust after oxygen, and thin insulating layers needed for transistor structures are easy to make by heating silicon wafers in a furnace to form stable silicon dioxide. Every beach sand has its own unique signature. Sand from different beaches has its own unique sound, and researchers have figured out how to listen in, The Economist reports. Sand, which is a valuable commodity, is often taken illegally for construction projects and artificial beaches. India even has its own sand mafia. To find out where a sample of sand comes from, scientists drop it in acid, which breaks down the sand's carbonate chemicals made from the shell of a long-dead sea creatures into carbon dioxide bubbles. Using sensitive listening devices, the researchers measure how the bubbles change the way sound travels through the mixture, yielding a unique frequency. When scientists listened to sand samples from several different beaches in the Netherlands, they found that each had a unique signature. They report in Applied Acoustics.
Setting up for power of silicon, switch on and switch off of the gadget. Phone or tablet, Jnananjan, camera with the timestamp. Let us set the camera. Download the timestamp, click on the video, ensure the timestamp is seen on the screen. Make sure the camera is facing you and the gadget very clearly in a bright place and a wide angle. These are amazing moments. Don't miss to record these Shakti Avishkarna entanglement videos. Guidelines. Turn on the video recording. Apply the Jnananjan on your third eye. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Place the gadget with switched off in front of the camera and through the power of third eye, switch on and off multiple times in the front of the camera. When the gadget switches on and off, you have manifested the power. If you're just feeling the Kundalini energy and some vibration or changes that you see in the gadget, wonderful, you have started manifesting the power. More you share the video authentically with powerful cognition with others, more manifestation happens. Listen to others' experience of manifesting this power. More entanglement will happen.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva, sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding
The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful, avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because her space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva, that everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency, and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you'll be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम्। 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Jnananda Paramashivoham.
Verification process. No video editing of Shakti Avishkarna videos. Video should not be stopped or restarted during the process. Do not touch the gadget during the manifestation. No charging or external internet connection while manifesting this power. Decrease of the charge or charge just being stable will not be accepted as manifestation. All applications should be closed at all time before starting. No external or internal software supplied to change the gadget status. Only through power of third eye, switch on and off the gadget and verify it in video. Do not tamper with the gadgets during verification. Let us do it very authentically more and more for power manifestation to happen. Thank you for choosing the power of silicon, switching on and off of the silicon device.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic Your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapatati, Nityananda Jnanapatati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham